Is it going to succeed, yes or no?
I think it's going to succeed. It's going to succeed.
Can you believe it?
Y'all did it!
KBLA Talk 1580 is about to celebrate its second anniversary on Juneteenth, and no terrible twos around here. We couldn't be more excited about all the good news we'll be announcing soon, including the launch of some new shows to keep giving you more of what you've been looking for.
Come on!
Smart radio for smart people. Hey, it's our celebration, but you get all the gifts. We'll be giving away fresh merch, swag bags, and a chance for you to join the private invitation-only, star-studded music and dance till you drop, food and drink galore second anniversary celebration. To stay in the know about the second anniversary details, download the KBLA Talk 1580 app right now. Don't miss out on your chance to be a winner. At KBLA Talk 1580, when we come forward, we're bringing everybody with us.
Happy anniversary, KBLA!
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
So this man cites a 2021 article of black men being compared to bullet bags as evidence that black men are not, in fact, bashing black women, but they're just reacting to black women bashing black men. And my response to this comment is that this is just factually inaccurate. And he proved my point by citing something from last year about a topic that's been going on for the last 50 years, at least. I could also say it's been going on for the last 500 years or the last 5,000 years. And in any one of those versions of me telling this story, the story begins with misogyny. There is no large-scale movement of black women physically harming black men, first of all. There is also no large-scale movement of black women talking about harming black men, second of all, or even talking bad about black men in the public sphere until most recently. There was, however, an entire genre of movies in the 1970s built around the notion of black men pimping out black women. Those were called blaxploitation films. There's also an entire genre of music that, for a large part of its history, made misogyny a commonplace trope. You can look at Too Short, you can look at 2 Live Crew, you can look at NWA. The list of misogynistic hip-hop songs is staggering. How long has Cynthia G been making videos? I'm sure it hasn't been for 40 years. But after almost a half a century of listening to misogyny over the airwaves, if black women are now giving us some of our own medicine per se, that is not a first cause. That is a reaction. Misandry, so-called, is a reaction to misogyny. Therefore, if you want black women to stop being misandrous, it starts with black men doing the work to deconstruct their misogyny and successfully divesting from patriarchal thinking, which causes us to behave in ways that are detrimental to black women. If we have a mass movement of black men doing that type of work, the misandry that you seem so concerned about, at least from black women to black men, simply evaporates. Because the majority of black women want to love black men. Even if they're not sexually attracted to men at all, they still want us to be healed, healthy, and whole. But it's hard to hold that position when you're continually abused by them.
Ooh, wow! It's Monday. You already know what it is. The voice of reason has returned with yet another slapper. Something for us to sit down and think about. With all this Ebony K. Williams stuff going on, you know, it got me to thinking. Do we hate each other? Have we been conditioned in this society to not only dislike each other, but absolutely hate each other? In that clip, the brother was referencing records that really demoralize women. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. I get around. Tonight's topic, I think we hate each other. Misandry versus monogamy. A deeper look at the complexities of these two ideologies and how they have made their way to YouTube and the blogger sphere and Instagram and social media in general. Misandry. As the brother stated in the clip, he believes that misandry is the woman's response to misogyny. Wow. 1-800-920-1580. I want to know your thoughts. Are we at war? Is this propaganda? The word misandry. We don't do dictionary and definitions. We go right to the etymological root of the word. The word misandry, it's a noun, and it literally means hatred of males. 1876, from miso, hatred. Andros, plus andros, of man, male. That's what it is. Genitive of aner, man. Right? Misandrist. Did you know that a misandrist can be both male or female? Because men often commit misandry against each other. Hate. We always hating on each other. Misandry. This is about to get interesting. Misogyny. Let's look at that word. Hatred of women. 1650s. Right? From modern Latin, misogynia. From Greek, misogynia. Abstract noun, from misogynes. Woman hater. From miso, hated. Gyne. Right? I guess that is it. Like gynecology. Misogynes. There you go. Hatred of women. I want to know, brothers and sisters out there, if you're listening, brothers and sisters out there, if you're listening, do we really hate each other? Has it come down to hate? Has society drained the black people magic out of us to the point where we can't stand us? 1-800-920-1580. I want to know what you guys think. Hey, listen, this is about to be heavy. And so, as with all of the difficult conversations we have, we want you to participate. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. True or false? Misandry is by no means restricted to women. Indeed, some of the most male-negative people out there are men. 1-800-920-1580. True or false? Misogyny's primary purpose is to maintain through various means the status quo in which men naturally hold the position of power and control, an argument often supported by the male constructs of religion and the concept of divine authority. Many men say it's God on top, then the man, then the woman, then the children. Many men may have misinterpreted that. Not to say, could both, we're going to get into it, 1-800-920-1580. I just need to know what's going on. True or false? Misogyny, in its truest form, acquiesces to male authority, preferences, male needs, and rears aggressively when challenged. Can the same be said for misandry? Are women fed up with our stuff? And are they willing to fight us? Do they hate us? If not fight us, will they poison us? Are they our adversaries? 1-800-920-1580. Did you see how many men jumped out on Ebony K? She was wrong. Okay, she's an elitist. She's conditioned by the system. Okay. But many men seem to have felt like, now's my time to get this off my chest. Now's my time to say what I've been wanting to say to all women like her, or all women in general. Do you believe that brothers are truly misogynistic? I want to know. 1-800-920-1580. This is about to get deep. When we come forward, the phone lines are already starting to crack. Hey, man, it's misandry versus misogyny. You want to get down? Let's get down.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Did you know addiction to drugs like meth or cocaine is a disease and not a choice? But getting help is. If you have stimulant use disorder, you, your family, and friends may have a lot of questions, including where to start. Choose Change California can help. Make a change today and find a proven treatment option for you at choosechangeca.org.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be signs that your digestive system isn't working at its best? But taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil supports your daily digestive health using a special plant-based fiber called psyllium. Psyllium works by forming a gel in your digestive system to trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Metamucil's gelling action also helps to promote heart health and slows down sugar absorption to promote healthy blood sugar levels. Start feeling lighter and more energetic by taking Metamucil every day.
Without the ones like you, who work tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. Hospitals, factories, schools, and power plants, they all depend on you. No matter the weather, emergency, or time of day, you're the ones who get it done. At Grainger, we're here for you with professional-grade industrial supplies. Count on real-time product availability and fast delivery. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action is the youth component of the impactful CBO, known as the Community Coalition. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action has chapters at almost every South LA high school. Say Yeah, as they are popularly known, is located at 80th and Vermont, but serves young people all over South LA. Under the COCO umbrella, they train youth organizers, help underserved scholars prepare for college, and work with students to help them gain admission to top universities. South Central Youth Empowered Through Action fosters teen activism, where young people have led campaigns moving tens of millions of dollars to South LA schools and forcing officials to make AP classes available to students in under-resourced institutions. SCEL scholars have taken part in the March on Washington, been published in major news outlets, and been elected to city council. Long before she was mayor, Karen Bass started the program when she founded the Community Coalition. To donate, volunteer, or enroll a student in South Central Youth Empowered Through Action, please visit cocsouthla.org. cocsouthla.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I knew I was looking good. I had my Kenneth Cole shoes on, my Gianni Versace blue leather suit. My nails were done, my hair was fierce. I was riding in a Cooper's limousine. Don't you want to ride? I was at home feeling sleazy, so I went down to the speakeasy. As soon as my feet hit the door, I had all attention from the dance floor. Don't you know the men are paused when I walk into the room? The men
Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Williams and his playlist back in the building with another heater topic. I think we hate each other. Misandry versus misogyny. First off, misogyny has been around for centuries. Maybe misandry is just a natural response that women have from being persecuted. I know a lot of people ain't asked why Big Mama and Big Daddy don't sleep together. Why, how come y'all got two separate rooms? Big Daddy down the hall. When did y'all stop sleeping together? It ain't just because y'all stopped having sex. Huh? What kind of dude was Big Daddy? 1-800-920-1580. Somebody call me. Misandry versus misogyny. I'm asking the question, do we hate us? Is the social media machine pushing a narrative that's causing us to really dislike each other or even move into hate? True or false? A man can perceive himself as loving a woman and still perpetuate the behaviors and attitudes upholding the patriarchal structures that maintains his privilege at her expense. Is this true? True or false? 1-800-920-1580. I want to talk to some folks about it. Does misandry even exist? How can this be proven or disproven? Is it on the rise? I don't know. Can you name one female-led country in the world where it is illegal for men to drive a car or have a driver's license because they are perceived as too stupid? There are male-led countries like that. Women are too stupid. They don't deserve a driver's license. There are male-led countries. Okay. Are there any female-led countries like that? Can you name one female-led country in the world where men are not allowed to leave their houses without a female chaperone? Can you name one female country in the world where men are not allowed to leave their houses without a female chaperone? Do men? There are male-led countries that you can't go nowhere without a male-led chaperone. Now, some men would say that is a good thing. I am your protector. And especially in a country like America, where the sex trafficking and women getting scooped up, you would think that's a good thing, right? Some women don't like it. Some women don't like it. Misogyny, in its most simple and convenient definition, is hatred, contempt, and prejudice against women. Misandry, in its most simple and convenient definition, is hatred, contempt, and prejudice against men. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to y'all. Are we starting to hate each other? Relationships are really bad. Why are they bad? I want to know from y'all. Let's get, who is that? Kwamel, Gardena, California. Get in here. Kwamel. What up, sir? What up? How you doing?
Hold up. Man, I got to turn this stupid GPS off, so you might hear that thing chime in. But let me tell you something. A lot of it is we're influenced by listening. We're like trying to listen to our peers or our non-peers that we think got it going on, and we're advised to death. And we listen to, we watch the rappers who might, push a certain thing and think, oh, that's living. Or we're on the internet all the time and we're hearing people say, oh, it's gay for the fellas to do this, or that woman is, ain't ass if she does that. And it's this constant, this barrage of these ideas about men are trash and women are this and that. And I'm saying in my poems, we could really stand to get off the internet, take the needle off these records, turn off streaming, and just deal with real world people for a minute, get off the whole jaded thing, like who likes us, build, get in where we fit in, and we probably will figure it out just fine. But again, because it's so in the atmosphere, we just end up thinking like, man, black men and black women.
Kwamel, where'd you go? Come on, Kwamel, get back in here.
Yeah, I'm probably had to jump off because I can't shut off the stupid GPS in time. But that I just wanted to put that on. I'll take your comments off the air.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate the call. Hey, he said social media. Reggie, call back in here, bruh. You know the number, 1-800-920-1580. Kwamel said something that was pretty heavy. And I'm also looking in the chat room here. David Luz says they hate their daddy, not me. Same is true for men. Same is true for men. A lot of men got mama issues and they acted out on their women. Here, listen to this. What is the psychology of misogyny? Misogyny is typically an unconscious hatred that men form in early life, often as a result of trauma from a female figure they trusted. He can be competitive with women, likes to control them sexually, and may suddenly leave the relationship without ending it. So it's veiled. The way that's written is veiled. Somebody, early childhood, a female figure they trusted. Yo, mama. Just say his mama. Go back to attachment theory. Most men are out here trying to heal from wounds that mama gave them or daddy gave them. And they take these wounds and they walk them right into adult relationships, and this is where they surface. But the same is true of the misandrous. If you hating a man, you must be hating your daddy for some reason, or hating some male figure, or something happened. Some traumatic situation happened in early childhood that made you feel a way. 1-800-920-1580. Sean's on the line. Get in here.
Hey, brother. Well, white dudes have this same problem, and I've been a witness for it for many years. this thing where, I'm in charge. There's masculine things that the guy does, and there's feminine things that the female does. Look, people, it's not just black folks, because the woman is the queen. But if you're the queen, there really isn't roles like that. What the roles are is you take care of your family and your household. Like, this is my spot. I'm going to delegate.
Whoa! We lost him. Call back, my friend. All of the calls are dropping. What in the feast of... It's Mercury retrograde. Don't worry about it. Just call back. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. Can I just say, misandry, misogyny, red pill, blue pill, divestment movement. Do you know that all of this is a byproduct of the toxicity of the society in which we live? And most people don't understand this. We think we are intelligent beings that are free of the conditioning of the society with which we live in. And it's impossible. So guess what? You say, I came from a good household. I have 2 parents. And, they raised me in a good household. But I keep telling folk, you might not have seen, you might not have heard, but I'm sure you modeled something that was toxic. It may come across as benign to you, but if you start looking back, you're going to find something, right? And even the good parents try to do their best to hide their issues from their kids. But all relationships are holographic and reflective. You're going to pick up and model something. There is nobody on planet Earth that isn't a whip, a work in progress. Your mama, your daddy, whether they're there or not, you picked up something that needs to be healed from, and you carry it into your adult relationships. So if there was any resentment, resistance, frustration, disappointment, anger, abuse, communication issues, disrespect, if any of that happened in your household, no matter how minute, you carry a piece of it. When we come forward, we're going to Grand Prairie, Texas, as well as Kansas City. The phone lines are back online.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton, and here's the latest on the Black Information Network. Mark those calendars. The Hip Hop Block Party is coming back to the National Mall. The Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture says they will be honoring 50 years of hip hop's artistry, innovation, and global transcendence in August. The event will include performances, breakdancing, and interactive games. More details are expected soon, and tickets will be available online in July. How to stop crime in D.C. That's the focus of a public safety summit this week where neighbors can share their solutions. Black Mayor Muriel Bowser believes adding more police officers will help, saying the department is facing its worst staffing shortage ever. The latest statistics show the district's crime rate is up 26% from last year, with sex abuse cases soaring 53%. That's the latest. I'm Amber Payton on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
DQ presents The Sound of Summer Calling. Hey, it's me, Summer. You gotta get to DQ for the new Summer Blizzard menu, like new peanut butter puppy chow and the return of s'mores. Okay, see ya. Get it in the app. DQ. Happy tastes good.
KBLA KBLA Talk 1580 is in the lab right now, prepping some new shows coming your way soon. More empowerment, more inspiration, more entertainment.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jazz Urbane Hour. I'm your host, Bill Banfield. We are a curated musical show that highlights contemporary cultural issues and artistry, showcasing music as a relevant and necessary arm of contemporary cultural identity.
You must learn.
Welcome. I am your host, Dr. Tyrone Howard on KBLA Talk 1580, and you're listening to You Must Learn, where we talk about education as a tool for transformation. Education in our homes, in our schools, and in our communities. Education for transformation is the tagline, and we are here to talk about why we must learn.
KBLA Talk 1580 is for discerning listeners just like you. So tell all your friends you've discovered the talk station curating smart content for smart people. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we've got you black.
Life is uncertain. It's okay to feel stressed, anxious, worried, or frustrated. It's normal. With CalHope's free and secure mental health resources, it's easy to get the help you and your loved ones need when you need it the most. Call our warm line at 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
Congratulations to One United Bank for being this week's winner of KBLA's Office of the Week. Your office won lunch for 10, delivered by the original Taco Pete. Congratulations to One United Bank.
Here at NerdWallet, we often see people wrestle with financial decisions.
Mike is in the ring, up against his nemesis, indecision. Mike can't decide the best way to save his money, and indecision has him boxed in. But wait, Mike tagged in NerdWallet.
Whew, let's go. With NerdWallet's side-by-side comparisons, you can find a high-yield savings account with interest rates that earn more bank for your buck. So the next time you wrestle with a financial decision, you'll come out on top. NerdWallet, the smartest decision for all your financial decisions.
For adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy, now there's Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months, and Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Nothing in me go hand in hand. Nothing on my skin, that's my new place. Nothing is everyday.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, you could achieve 90% clearer skin. Ask your doctor about the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Follow the leader. KBLA Talk 1580. Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcasts of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Follow the leader.
Following the leader.
Oh my God.
Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
First things first, eye popper, freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those the ones I like, cause they don't get Nathan but penetration. Unless it smells like sanitation. Garbage, I turn like doorknobs. Heart throb never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Gucci down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam knocking your Mitsubishi. Girls pee-pee when they see me. Navajos creep me in they teepee. As I lay down laws like Island Coppet. Stop it, if you think you're gonna make a profit. Don't see my ones, don't see my guns. Get it? Now tell your friends Papa hit it. Then split it in two. As I flow with the Junior Mafia. I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya. Versace
Ladies
shade,
and
watching
gentlemen,
ya. Once you grin, I'm in game.
no
again.
one can argue. This is one of the coldest records ever, but why? Isn't it misogynistic? Deeper and deeper, help you reach the... Is this a misogynistic record? Okay, is it misogynistic? Somebody call in and tell me. I would say maybe not. He's just talking about getting with a girl and having sex with her. And the girl wanting to come back. Okay, play the Snoop. The Snoop Dogg. If it ain't no fun if don't. Cause
We're back now at the podcast. This is DJ Easy Dick. On them balls right now, something new by Snoop Doggy Dogg. And this one goes out to the ladies from all the guys. A big bow wow wow. Cause we're gonna make it a little misty here tonight.
I know this is misogynistic, right? We don't have to play this. We don't have to play this. We know that's misogynistic. But don't you know that is an anthem for black folk? So would you say, somebody said Biggie Smalls was caking. He was cupcaking in his record. But Snoop wasn't, not in that record, right? But we've been conditioned to be this way. Is gynophobia the same as misogyny? Gynophobia should not be confused with misogyny, which is the hatred of, contempt for, or prejudice against women or girls, while gynophobia is anxiety-based and involves a fear response. Who's scared of girls? Okay, cool. Misogyny is a harmful, learned, cultural attitude. Can women be misogynistic just like men can be misandrous? I've heard some women say when women cater to men's patriarchal ideas too much, they got a name for this. They call them pick-me's. When women become pick-me's, bending over backwards, agreeing with everything the patriarchal construct says is right, they call those types of girls pick-me's. And they say they reinforce misogynistic belief systems. So apparently women can be misogynistic too. And what about the Mean Girls Club? Women who are mean to other women, are they misogynistic? 1-800-920-1580. Get in here. I want to talk to the people. They've been on the line for a second. Let's get them in. Michael from Kansas City, what are your thoughts? Are we being taught to hate each other, men and women?
Of course. How you doing, Joe? You all right?
Yeah, man. I'm alive and well. How are you, brother?
I'm excellent. Hey, so I'm going to ask you a question with a question, and I'm going to take us back about 400 years or so, 400 or 500 years or so. And I would ask if the public, when they put our women, mothers, sisters, on auction blocks and off the slave ships and stripped us naked and sold us into sexual slavery, torture. Was that misogynistic? I would say yes, and the reason why it was is because it made a public display of our women's sexuality before the world. When we do women of honor, maintain their sexuality private for selected men or their husband, people they have relationships with. They do not parade their sexuality publicly. When you talk about a woman's sexuality verbally, as a black man, you dehumanize your own woman before the very world, before the entire world. So yes, that's misogynistic. Our women's sexuality, just like every woman of honor that is honored, that needs to be kept private. When you speak of a woman's sexuality before the world, then you verbally strip of her clothing.
Lot to unpack there. So slavery is by definition and by nature misogynistic. Can we go there?
Without question.
So wait, hold on. Would OnlyFans be misogynistic?
Of course. I've never watched it, but I know of it.
I'm just saying, based on what your definition is OnlyFans misogyny that women perpetuate against self.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. And here's the thing. I think one of the things that we have a issue with between black men and black women, there is a lot of animosity there. And the reason is because we can't fulfill our natural roles in this society. Right? The man's natural role in society is a protector and a provider. How many average black men have corporate jobs where they can actually prepare for their provide for their families? They don't hire.
Michael, let me stop you. Mike, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to talk because you bringing up a lot of good points. But when I interrupt, just let me interrupt, just for a second.
Sir. Go ahead,
brother. Men are more than protecting and providing. We got to get out of that old paradigm. We sound like parrots because every man I know, Steve Harvey, everybody saying the same. We protect and we provide. We're more than that. We're more than that, brother. That should be the baseline. That should be the bare minimum. Protect and provide. So again, that's
the foundation.
That's what I'm saying. And so many brothers are afraid of self-work. So many brothers are afraid of the cultivation of self-knowledge that those are the only two things they have in their toolbox. So you might be a great provider and a great protector, but relationally incompetent and wind up losing your woman anyway.
Well, okay, yeah, I agree with that. But the fact is that that's the basics. If you're not covering the basics, you don't deserve to have a woman to work on in the first place. If you can't provide protection and provision for your woman, you don't deserve her.
Then that means, hold on, let me stop you one more time.
All right.
Say that last thing one more time.
I'm saying if you cannot provide the basic needs of a woman, I'm talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs right now, which is safety and provision for a woman. There's no way you're going to be able to develop her to those higher level needs. There's no way.
So what? So let me jump in here. Let me jump in here now. Yeah. Are you saying that the majority of black men out there, based on Maslow's hierarchy and the foundational needs that we need to be able to provide, which is provision and protection, are you saying, I'm just asking, are you intimating that most black men are undateable?
Unfortunately, due to the social circumstances that we face, yes. Yeah. I mean, because, really when it comes down to it, you need to be able to provide those fundamental needs first, and then you can go to the higher level needs where you begin to develop your woman emotionally.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Just stay with me, Mike. Stay with me. When we come forward, we going back to Kansas City. We on fire tonight.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Accuser of Emmett Till dead at 88. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News, brought to you by Lendistry. Carolyn
Carolyn Bryant Dunham, the woman responsible for Emmett Till's kidnapping and later killing, dies at 88 to a long battle with cancer. In 1955, 14-year-old Till walked into a store where Dunham worked. She accused Till of making improper advances at her, which has since been confirmed a lie. Till's murder was so brutal and unjust, his mother made it a point to tell his story. Thus, his death a catalyst for the civil rights movement.
Thanks to our new sponsor, Lendistry. Lendistry is a national Black-led small business lender that is headquartered in Los Angeles. Lendistry helps small business owners access the affordable capital needed to grow. Visit Lendistry, lendistry.com/KBLA today.
Women, a career in wildland firefighting can be that career, one that has purpose, meaning, and strong pay. If you are a young adult who hasn't turned 26 or a U.S. military veteran under 30, then you can get paid to train as a wildland firefighter in the California Conservation Corps. Through just 1 year in the CCC, you can earn the hands-on experience and the industry-recognized certifications needed to start your career as a wildland firefighter. The CCC is the state of California government department that partners with CAL FIRE and federal agencies. They can be your direct path to a wildland firefighting career. You have to be in shape, ready for both the physical and mental challenge, which you know you can do. Firefighting is not a man's job, it's your job, your career. Get paid while you train. Transform your life. Enroll in the CCC today at ccc.ca.gov. ccc.ca.gov.
Thanks to our new sponsor, Lendistry. Lendistry is a national Black-led small business lender that is headquartered in Los Angeles. Lendistry helps small business owners access the affordable capital needed to grow. Visit Lendistry, lendistry.com/KBLA today.
Mom's early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take.
And when I left the oven on, we decided together that it was time to see a doctor and make a plan.
Early detection gave us more time to seek out information and support as a family.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. For more information, visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Have you faced discrimination in Los Angeles? The City of LA Civil Rights Department can help. They investigate private sector discrimination in LA City, in commerce, education, employment, and housing. If you're facing discrimination, submit a complaint online for free at laisforeveryone.com. That's laisforeveryone.com or call 213-978-1845.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Growing up can be a pain. You're not a man until you come of age. We've given up our teenage years in the effort to pursue our career. Who assumes responsibility of having to support our families? Who's protecting us from harm? Is there anyone around that we can trust? So we search for answers to our questions, looking for the answers, but we are
See,
taught a lesson.
the voice of reason never misses with his playlist. My playlist is my co-host. That's what we need. We need a rites of passage for men. How do we heal from boys to men? We need a rites of passage. For many of us, hip-hop is a rites of passage. For many of us, professional sports is the rite of passage. No, but we need a spiritual rite of passage that makes us look in the darkness. When you step out of your family, say to go to school or to go anywhere, there should be a rite of passage that says, let me just tell you, son, this is your dark passenger. Who all were a fan of the television show Dexter? Dexter was a psychopath. He was a serial killer with a code. And his father called his serial killer nature the dark passenger. Many of us have a dark passenger, unhealed shadow work that we carry into relationships. If you got a problem with your mama, you're going to have a problem with your woman. And vice versa. If you got a problem with your daddy, you're going to have a problem with your man. I'm telling you, it's going to come out. Here we go. Let's get Michael back in here. Kansas City. Michael.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I guess what I was trying to get at, well, I think I get my point when it came across, but the biggest thing that I wanted to say is I'm not pointing that out as individual failures. I think that the issues that we have right now has really nothing to do with individual failures because we're dealing with a system that set up the conditions to produce that end. A system has been in place for hundreds of years, centuries, and that we have not effectively dealt with. So it's not an individual failure when you see it. Most black men right now are not able to provide the basic necessities of protection, provision that a woman needs in order to develop a relationship, develop himself, and develop that woman to the higher needs that Maslow talked about, like self-actualization. So that is a group failure. That is a failure of black people to unify, to come together strategically on all facets of society to deal with the system we're facing. To say we're not facing a system at this point would be ignorant. The mass incarceration rate and the fact that 8 out of 10 black children are born in single-parent homes, we're losing. So what we're doing now is not working. And one reason why people who come here right off the boat have absolutely no respect for black people, not because they don't understand our greatness, our inherent greatness. You see it in everything that we get let into. We excel at it and we take it over. However, we get the disrespect because we fail to unify to overcome systemic oppression. That's why we don't have the disrespect. In the face of systemic oppression, we still operate as individuals not as a unified community.
But do you understand what unification actually implies? For black people, unification has to come with some type of glue, or else we won't be cohesive. If I'm a unify, I'm going to need my rent paid for the next 6 months. If I'm a unify, I'm going to need peanut butter and jelly. I'm going to need tuna fish. I'm going to need my favorite crackers. Do you understand what I'm saying? There has to be some type of incentive. And if the incentive is greater coming from the oppressive society or the game or the streets, then typically we're not going to come together. It's going to be every man for himself. So this is a very heavy piece right here because think of it this way. According to CNN, money.com, it's money.cnn.com. This is an article that was put out February 27th, 2018. 1 in 5 black men did not work in 2016, study says. Black unemployment is near an all-time low, but that only tells part of the story. Listen to what's happening here and how this translates to dating. Do you understand? We live in a toxic society that is commercial, that is transactional, that will render what? Classism, separation, ageism, sexism, all of this is going to come out, right? So we're dating like this. If you ain't got it, you're not for me. If you can't provide my lifestyle, you're not for me. Now ask yourself a question. Ask yourself a question, Michael. Say you could provide her lifestyle. Does that automatically mean she's for you?
No, of course not.
We don't even get to that. Everything is, if he owns the bus, no disrespect. No disrespect. What I'm saying, do you understand? There's a spiritual side to relationship, and there is a social side. We have marginalized the spiritual side because it's intangible. The only side that means something to us is the social side, the classist side. If I'm
this is what I would say.
Go ahead.
I mean, as far as your comment in regards to incentive, the incentive is either unite or be destroyed. That's the incentive, and that's what's happening systemically right now. That's the incentive. Okay. Now, as far as having the incentive of rent needs to be paid, need peanut butter and jelly, all the different things that you mentioned. Well, Hispanics don't use, the Mexicans don't use that as an excuse. I went to work the other day, and I had to stop at the security gate, and it was a van in front of me, and 15 Mexicans crawled out of that one van. Now, to the average mindset, you think that was a joke. But it shows their ability to unify.
Mike,
in purpose.
Hold on, Mike. I hear your point. I hear it. Hold on. Mexicans got a different mindset. It's not an excuse, Mike. I heard you slip in excuse. It's not an excuse. We don't think like that collectively. If we did, we could do what they do and more. Now, ask yourself a question. Do brothers think like that? Are brothers down to go 25 deep in a VW bug?
For something unfortunately, the only time that would happen is to do something negative.
I'm asking you,
right?
deal.
No.
See, that's a trope. That's a trope. I'm asking you to deal with the mentality. Do black men in America have a sense of collectivism like that? Yes or no?
Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no.
So don't shook. Now you making the excuses. Don't do that.
What's the excuse? I'm just a fact.
No, what I'm saying is you brought up a point that points to a mindset, brother.
Yeah, I agree.
And I said brothers ain't going to unify unless they have some level of certainty. What is the certainty? A peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Rent paid. In a lot of ways, brothers are like women. We're looking for security before we can unite. Tell me I'm lying.
Unfortunately, I think what you're saying is true. But, I mean, that's a very mundane, low level of thinking.
Are we there or no?
Okay, yeah. Here's the thing.
But wait, Mike, hold on. I gotta come forward. I want you to stay with me. When we come forward, I'm going back to Kansas City. Mike is cooking. Let's go.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton, and here's the latest on the Black Information Network. Mark those calendars. The Hip Hop Block Party is coming back to the National Mall. The Smithsonian's National Museum of African American History and Culture